everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this easy scarf. It is worked using 2-row repeat. You can make it any size of your choice and it works out pretty quickly because we're using number 5 bulky yarn. I want to take a moment and thank you so much for all of your wonderful support. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing and don't forget to like this video. Thank you. For this project, I'm using yarn by Loops and Threads. It's a number 5 bulky yarn and I used a total of 2 skeins. And you're also going to need your 6mm crochet hook. If you're making the same scarf size as mine, we're going to start with the slip knot and a chain of 44. If you need to change the size, this pattern calls for multiples of 3 plus 5. Go ahead and chain up 44 and I'll meet you back. Once you're done chaining up 44, we're going to work 3 double crochets using the 6th chain from the hook. Don't count this one right here. We're going to start right over here and count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into this chain, work 3 double crochets, all worked into that same chain. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the 3rd chain work 3 double crochets. And that's the pattern. Here's 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. Let's repeat. Skip 2, 1, 2, and into the 3rd chain work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Let's repeat again. We're going to skip 2 and into the 3rd chain we're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Continue working on this pattern and I'll meet you at the end of row 1. We'll finish this row together. At the end of row 1, I have a total of 13 sets of 3 double crochets, and right over here towards the end, I have 2 chains left. Skip this one and into the last chain work 1 double crochet. If you have more than 2 chains left at the end, make sure you just work 1 double crochet using the last chain. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 3. Turn your work. And right over here, here's our first set of 3 double crochets. We're going to find the middle one. So here's 1 and 2. So into the second one, work a V-stitch. And to work a V-stitch, we need to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. So right over here, we just worked a V-stitch. Now there's 2 ways you can look for your middle stitch of the set of 3 double crochets. You can count 3 double crochets starting from here. So here's 1, 2, 3 and work your V-stitch like this. For me, it's easier to just look at the set of 3 double crochets and find the middle one, which is right here. And right over here, let's go ahead and work a V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet back into that same stitch. And we're going to repeat this pattern. Find your set of 3 double crochets, find the middle one, and work a V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Or you can just count 3rd double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, and in here, work your V-stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. So it's up to you how you look for your stitches, but it's easier for me to just look at the set and it's right here. I don't even need to count and just work a V-stitch. You're going to continue on this pattern for row 2 and I'll meet you at the end of row 2. I'm coming to the end of row 2 and I have my last set of 3 double crochets. I'm going to find the middle one and work a V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, all worked into that same stitch. And to end this row, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the last stitch or the chain 3. So here's 1, 2, 3 right over here. So skipping this one right here and into the following one, work your double crochet. This ends row 2. And for row 3, we're going to start the same way by chaining 3, turn your work. And now we're just going to look for V-stitches or the chain 1s, which is right here. So you're skipping all this and into this chain 1 space or the V-stitch, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that's all it is here. Look for your next chain 1 space or your V-stitch and work 3 double crochets. Again, look for your next chain 1 space or your V-stitch and work 3 double crochets. You're going to continue on this pattern, working 3 double crochets into each chain 1 space, and I'll meet you at the end of row 3. At the end of row 3, this is how it looks like. And to end this row, we're just going to work 1 double crochet using the 3rd chain. Count from the bottom. Here's 1, 2, 3. Into that 3rd chain, work your last double crochet. And now we're just going to repeat row 2. And then again, we're going to repeat row 3, and that's the pattern. So for row 4, we're going to repeat row 2, which is chaining 3, turn your work, and look for your middle double crochet stitch right here. So here's 1, 2, 3. The second one right over here, work your V-stitch, which is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. And again, look for your set, find the middle, and work your V-stitch. Continue working on this pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. At the end of row 4, this is how it looks like. Now to end this row, we're going to end it by working 1 double crochet using the 3rd chain. So right over here, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and work your double crochet using that 3rd chain. Now this ended row 4, and we repeated row 2 for row 4. For row 5, we're going to repeat row 3, which is chaining 3, turn your work, and into our V-stitches or the chain 1, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Again, you're going to find your next V-stitch and work 3 double crochets using that chain 1 space. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to continue and work on this pattern, repeating row 2 and then row 3, and make your scarf as long as you want it to be. I finished working on my scarf, and I worked a total of 78 rows, and it is measuring a little over 59 inches long, and the width is about 14 inches. Now you can continue and work on more rows if you want to, but I stopped here at row 78. And I also worked a border of just working single crochets around. So I worked 2 single crochets using the post of each stitch right over here on the side, or the side of the stitches. So I worked 2 single crochets using each one. And into the corners, I worked 4 single crochets. So each corner I worked 4, and then the sides I worked 2 for each stitch. And here's our finished scarf. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.